All right, go ahead. Questions for Luis.
Do you feel 90 minutes fit, ready to start a game?
Si crees que estás preparado para jugar 90, si te toca.
Sim, estou preparado. Eu creio que há 3 partidos que estou entrando no meio do partido. Pode falar?
I feel like I'm ready. It's been 3 games now that I've come on and played about half an hour.
E creio que este partido estou pronto, preparado também para jogar minha equipe. Creio que Gonzalo que vai decidir se vai jogar ou não, pero estou pronto.
And yeah, I feel like I'm ready. Gonzalo is going to decide the team and how much I play, but I feel ready.
How can you, being on the field more, help this offense start to get back on track?
Si tú estás en el campo, ¿cómo crees que puede ayudar al equipo y el ataque?
Como venho fazendo desde quando comecei acá, creio que ajudando com minha qualidade individual, também ajudando na defesa e fazendo assistência, fazendo gol, que é o mais importante e que a Atlanta sale vitorioso.
As it's been since I've got here, I want to try and help with my individual quality, also help defending and try to provide goals and assists and do what I can to help the team.
Luis, have you had an injury that's kept you out this long before in your career? And regardless of the answer to that, how difficult is it to just not be able to play, obviously, especially early in the season?
Dos preguntas. Si alguna vez has tenido una lesión de tanto tiempo que te dejó fuera tanto tiempo.
Não, a primeira vez que me passou isto, mas o melhor é que já estou pronto, já estou recuperado. Creio que é muito difícil estar lesionado, mas agora estou muito contente e motivado para fazer meu melhor e ajudar a Atlanta.
No, this is the first time that I've had an injury that kept me out this long, but I feel like I'm ready. I was able to come back quickly, and now I'm ready to give my best to help the team.
Luis, el equipo no está metiendo goles, o sea, les falta el gol. ¿Cuán difícil es mantener la idea del técnico en los partidos y no presionarse por meter goles?
Creo que estamos criando muita oportunidade para fazer gols, mas o gol não está saindo. Mas creio que em treinamentos trabalhamos muito forte, muito duro para isso, para que saiam os gols. Então creio que este partido vai sair e nós vamos ganhar, que necessitamos de 3 pontos.
I think the team is doing a lot to create goal-scoring chances. Just we're not the goals aren't falling at the moment, but we've been working really hard in training at trying to create chances and to score goals. And I think we're going to see that this game because it's an important game and we want to win and we need the 3 points.
Do the players feel in the past 4 games y'all are consistently executing what Pineda wants? At times from the outside it looks like tactics are kind of breaking down and players are kind of trying to do their own thing.
Si los compañeros en el equipo creen que están ejecutando bien la táctica y la idea que quiere Gonzalo, porque dice que desde fuera se puede ver que igual no están cumpliendo con lo que pide.
Pues sim, para mim sim, creio que a equipe está fazendo buenas partidas. Este último partido contra Miami também criamos muita oportunidade, não marcamos e depois em final sofremos um golo. Isso é o que passa em partidos. Então agora estamos trabalhando forte para que quando aparecer a oportunidade, nós podemos marcar e fazer os gols que vamos sair vitoriosos.
I think we're playing well. I think we're doing, what the coaching staff wants. In the last game, we created chances, but we weren't able to score. But that's soccer. Sometimes that happens. So we're not, worried about it. We think we're doing what we need to.
Luis, el presidente del club, Darren, dijo el otro día en radio que espera que puedas jugar de titular. La hinchada está desesperado, esperando que vuelvas a ser titular. ¿Eso te motiva? ¿Eso te pone, no presión, pero cómo se sientes siendo un futbolista donde el público, el club, la organización está esperando que los saquen los resultados?
If it motivates him or it's any extra pressure knowing that the fans and everyone at the club wants him to get back in the starting lineup?
Me sinto muito contente com isso. Me gusta da pressão, sabe? Que todos me miram jogar futebol. Saí de França para vir acá para ajudar a Atlanta e creio que isso é bueno para mim, para meus companheiros também. Eu creio que estar lesionado é malíssimo e agora que estou de volta quero fazer o mesmo que fiz antes e até mais para ajudar a Atlanta. Estou muito contente e motivado e creio que vou anotar Luiz Araújo diferente que vai ajudar a Atlanta com goles, assistência. Estou muito contente e motivado.
I'm very happy and feeling comfortable. You know, I think I like the pressure. I came from France to play here because I was very, very happy to come and very motivated. So I think you guys will see a different version of Luiz Araújo, one who can give my best and help this team and score goals and show what I can do.
Luiz, yourself, Marcelino, and Thiago are all players who want to be on the ball and make things happen. Is there a challenge in having 3 players in the team at the same time who all want to try to do that, or does it make it easier for you to play together?
3 guys, sorry I missed the beginning, 3 guys who like to do...
Three guys who all kind of want to be on the ball and play in the attack, yeah.
Dice contigo, con Marce, con Thiago, que son 3 jugadores que sí que a todos les gusta tener el balón, ¿no? Sí, a veces es un poco complicado tener 3 jugadores así en el campo.
Não, seria complicado se nenhum de nós outros queria balão. Esse para nós outros é
It'd be harder
importante.
if none of the 3 of us wanted the ball.
Esse é importante. Me gusta de jogar com bons jogadores e acá estou muito contente de jogar com Marci, com Thiago, com Cisneiro que chegou agora também. Tem muito Joseph que está fora, mas tem muitos jogadores de qualidade, Jake. Então estou contente e espero dar meu melhor e creio que todos querem o mesmo acá, ganhar partidas e ganhar a liga. Então vamos trabalhar juntos para que nós outros podemos trabalhar muito bem e ganhar a liga, que é importante.
No, I like playing with all these guys who are very talented. Thiago, Marcelino, now Ronaldo's here, Joseph when he's back, Jake, all these guys. So we all want the same thing. We all want to win. We all want to win the league, and we're working very hard to do that.
¿Qué tipo de líder eres?
Eu
Sí.
creio que não sou um líder muito de hablar, sabe? Mas eu creio que sou um líder dentro da cancha. Sempre trabalho muito forte, sempre dou o meu melhor para a equipe e creio que sou um líder de mostrar com atitude de trabalho, de partidos. De hablar não sou muito, mas em partido creio que sou um líder. Creio que faço e creio que chamo meus companheiros para fazer junto e creio que sou um líder assim.
I don't think I'm the type of leader who likes to talk a lot, but I think I'm the type of leader who likes to show it with my play and my attitude on the field. I try to show it, you know, at the time of the games and try to do everything I can to help my teammates.
Based upon the injury report, it seems likely that Ronaldo is going to start again on Saturday. How's the chemistry coming with you and Marcelino and Thiago with Ronaldo in terms of combination play and trying to break down defenses?
Dice que es probable que Ronaldo sea titular. ¿Cómo va la química entre todos en el ataque? Marce, Thiago, Ronaldo.
Creo que a cada partido está mejor. Creo que Ronaldo empezó ahora con nosotros, já marcou tu primeiro gol, muito contente por ele. E creio que com partido a partido vai estar melhor a química de nós outros. E creio que Atlanta só tem a ganhar com esses bons jogadores que tem lá frente e atrás também.
I think the chemistry is getting better every game. You know, Ronaldo's just gotten here, but he's scored his first goal, and I'm very happy for him. I think the chemistry will continue to improve with each game that we play, and we know that Atlanta, we all want the same. We want to win, and I think we should with the quality of players that we have in attack. Got
Luis,
time for a couple more.
Si hay un penal, si estás en la cancha y hay un penal, ¿lo cobras o cómo negocias eso con Marcelino?
Não, creio que hoje o primeiro a bater penal sem Joseph, creio que é Marcelino. Então, pero se Marcelino não está na cancha, vai pegar o balão e vai bater. Creio que vamos falar quem está melhor dentro de campo, pero o primeiro hoje é Marcelino.
In terms of penalties, with Joseph out, the first guy up is Marcelino. But after that, you know, we'll talk. If he's not on the field, we'll just see who's feeling best in the moment.
Luiz, I wanted to ask, what is the tattoo on your calf?
¿De qué es el
Esta,
tatuaje? Ajá.
de campeão de França.
Championship
Nice.
in France.
I think that's cool.
All right. Good? All right. Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
Cuídate,
Thanks.
hombre.
Ale, tchau.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, back. Gonzalo. Okay, go ahead with questions for Gonzalo.
Is Luiz Araújo probably fit to start?
He's fit for sure. We will see. It's just how to use him and the game plan and all that, what we are still seeing. But yeah, he's completely fit.
When you have a player like him who wants to be on the ball and make things happen, along with Marcelino and Thiago, is it difficult at all for you tactically to kind of construct the team that allows them all to be at their best while, you know, maintaining a solid structure in the team?
No, I mean, I think all of them understand the responsibilities offensively and defensively. It's sometimes the moments of the game when we are a little bit open once we start to attack because we commit a lot of numbers up front. Is where at times we are a bit broken, and then our recovery into our defensive shape is not as fast as sometimes we want. But I think all of them, they understand the responsibilities that they have to do, and actually I'm blessed with so many good players offensively, and just need to manage that balance a little bit on how to transition from offense to defense, but happy with the three of them.
Any extra pressure when Darren Eales goes on the radio and says he hopes Luis can start soon? I mean, the fans want it too, obviously, but you know, like Joe said, how close is he? He seems pretty confident right now.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing about not listening radio at times. I'm more YouTube, but I don't know. Like I hope the same. I mean, I want also Luis to start soon. I think that's coming, whether it's this game or next game or the next few games. I mean, we will see. But no, not adding any sort of pressure.
How difficult or how close are you to? And I know you talk about sticking to principles of play. Are you concerned about the confidence of the team at all in not scoring goals or potentially losing a second game in a row? How are you managing just that situation right now?
Well, first of all, we take game by game, and obviously you have to think at times in the confidence of the team and how they are mentally. But I think they are just happy to play football at times. And today we had a very good session where they were having fun, some possession games, and they were having fun, and they're a bit more competitive, 11v11 and set pieces tournament, and then they come to fight and that, but they're still having fun. They score a bunch of goals. So when I see that, I don't think it's a lack of confidence. Is at times there are certain games where you don't score the goals and that's it and move on, and next game is going to be different. I expect also this game against Montreal is going to be way different compared to the tactics or the type of game we're going to have in front. So again, game by game, every game is different. Every game is a new opportunity to get a victory, to get 3 points, and this is not different.
Have you incorporated or tried anything different in training this week to improve the finishing?
Yes, we did a few finishing drills. Yesterday was a little bit of a finishing drill. It was also a little bit about tactics, about also defensive, principles and how we want to defend the transition a little bit, solidifying the block defensively. So it was a very complete week so far.
The finishing drill y'all did, was it a new one or is it one that y'all do every week?
No, we don't do the same every week. We do, at times we rotate a little bit the exercises we do. This one was more free-flowing, different types of movements in the final third, getting unopposed finishing occasions, and it was very good on that regard.
You're creating chances, you're taking a lot of shots. Can you put your finger on is there a consistency as to why the ball's not going in?
Well, no, I think that happens to many teams, many teams, and I've seen this whether I was a player, whether I was an assistant, and at times it just comes, in any given day you get those goals and then no one speaks about it anymore, and then you're free, and then becomes normal scoring goals again. So at times it's just relax a little bit and just obviously train and obviously put some new ideas on how to slow down a little bit more in the final third, but at times it just comes manifested itself, I would say. So it's nothing that is magical or any magical drill that is going to fix the lack of goals. No, we try to do what we have to do, bring in confidence, bring in ideas, and then at the end of the day, they're going to score goals at some point.
With Campbell out, is Alan Franco fit enough to start?
Yeah, him, Alex De Jong, there are good possibilities there. And both of them, they are fit to start.
You played Montreal, a month ago or so? 3 goals in the first half. What challenges do they present to you? What are their strengths, and what do you guys need to do to counteract that?
Well, first of all, we felt that game, and what we learned that game was that we were winning 1-0, and we were playing very good. I felt that we were pressing very good, disrupting their pressure, and suddenly we just stopped. doing that, and we start to let them just passing with freedom and not putting intensity, not putting the cues to press that we normally do, and we start to let them just have some freedom to switch a point of attack, to do the tactics that they do very well. They try to stretch you at some points using Wanyama as a center point and Kone just to be the good connectors from left to right and from back to front. So we stop breaking those plays for them, and then we struggle. And obviously we made a few mistakes, some other good goals for them. But for me, it was more the mentality of the team. So we were okay until the first goal, and after that, similar to Miami, maybe we stopped a little bit doing that. So that's a reflection, that's what we learned. But the initial tactics were very good. So let's see if we can maintain that type of level and performance for more minutes than not.
Gonzalo, on that point, how do you feel about your team when they don't have the ball? Like, what do you work on? What do you see as perhaps areas of improvement? Is that a weakness? Is that something that you guys work on, perhaps even in film and in training as well?
Well, first of all, is the ideas are there. It's just understanding when we really want to press high, which is very often. We really want to be a team that presses very high, and when we are not organized enough to press high, and we have to come back to a little bit of a middle block and be hard to beat at times and wait for the visual cues to again press and try to be aggressive once we are organized. So I think that's where we are there. I think the multiple changes in the lineup also doesn't help with that. So, at times that consistency that we always talk about with lineups and that, change a little bit game after game. So you cannot be perfect every time on certain things that you work on. But I think it's just realizing the moments of when we can press, and we have to be more patient.
What are those visual cues? What are those triggers for the teams looking out the press?
Well, very simple, just, like a back pass, a long lateral pass, a bumpy pass, miscontrol. When you have the right angles, the right numbers, you start to perceive that as a team, and is the guys on the back line at times saying now, and that's where we start to press. It's just it's never perfect, but the players kind of feel it when is the right time to press. They kind of feel it, understand the time of the pass. It's a slow pass back, that's the timing, and then everybody comes. And it's also like closing the closest options first, so the player on the ball can't see long, so then you can take more risk on the back at time. And even there are times that the opposite side is completely open, yes, but they don't have the time to switch that ball. So it's at times that type of aggression and pace when we press that makes it very difficult for the position to see for longer passes.
You talked about Ozzy kind of being a key part of that at the beginning. How you make up for that now, and is there someone who kind of takes on that responsibility as a whole now?
Well, we're looking for that. Obviously, Ozzy was a big part of it, yes, but I think it's something that Santi can do. It's something that Ibarra can do. I think it's something that eventually Rossetto also. Rossetto is very smart tactically, so eventually I hope they can learn a little bit those leadership skills in the middle, because that helps for sure to understand the times to press, the times to slow down.
Y'all had 3 players put on the season-ending injury list yesterday. Are y'all looking to fill those slots?
Yeah, that's the idea. We'll have more conversations with the front office, and we'll see what we can do there.
Would it be position for position, or would it?
Some of them, yeah, we'll
Okay.
see. Yeah.
Talking about the press, is that one of the reasons why you like Ronaldo in the team as well? Just up top with the energy that he has, able to kind of really close guys down with intensity.
Yes, I mean it helps. At the end of the day, you don't want forwards just to press, right? You want forwards to make offensive plays and score goals. Eventually, that's what you want. But it helps when a forward like Ronaldo is willing to chase, to press, to do effort. The last game, there was a transition play where he ended up in top of our box defending a counter-attack. When you have that, it helps a lot for the work ethic of the team. But eventually we want Ronaldo to be involved more in attacking chances rather than defending. So it's a balance there.
Gonzalo, you mentioned regarding Ozzy that you guys are looking for that? Are you looking for that internally and externally? Is that sort of a priority for you for the club in terms of potential new additions?
It can be for sure. Leadership is something that Ozzy and Joseph and Brad, they fill those spots. So we will see. I think once we have everyone back and Joseph is back, and we will see exactly what we need. Obviously, the goalkeeper situation was a necessity at some point, but now we will see with the front office.
And then your Montreal's pretty strong in the middle, as you mentioned. Is this game going to be won in the middle of the field, you think?
It can be. I think the Wanyama Kone Mihailovic connection is very strong in there. So again, it's a whole, but yeah, the duels won in that part of the field. It's not just defensive duels, but offensive duels too. Is that balance? I think can help to get the control of the game. I think also that at times we have to defend with the ball. We have to defend and understand at times just keep good possession, try to just be patient on the ball. That's another good way to defend. If the opposition doesn't have a knife, they can kill you, right? So you have to keep the knife with you. You have to make sure that you keep the knife more often with you, and that's the ball. So on that, it's not just about stopping the plays through the middle, but it's also to keep the ball on our side, so they can't even touch the ball that much, right? So we're working on both.
Did you get any sleep last night?
A little bit after 12:30, I slept, but yeah, it was a very intense game, and I enjoyed it.
They said on the telecast that you helped Schmetzer.
Well, no. Actually, I was scouting Montreal big time, but no, he just called me. I mean, Brian is a good friend. I talk to Seattle friends quite regularly, and the other day Brian called me and he asked me more. They knew more than me. They knew already lineups, players, tendencies, everything. Their video analysis is very good, and he scouted I think 20 games, so they knew many things. So what Brian asked me more was more about the history of the club, the ethos of never surrender, never quitting, the big comebacks they had a few years ago, about Ligini personality. He's aggressive. He believes next man up and no problem. He doesn't have a center back. Next guy fills in and no problem. They are good at working as a team. So it was more about that rather than tactics or players. They knew already more than me actually. There were some names that I forgot. Yeah, Brian this. Yeah, Diogo and Diogo and so yeah, it was more about the team in general.
If Seattle wins, would you feel part of that
No,
championship?
not at all. Not at all. No.
Okay.
Plain answer, no. Actually, I would be very happy if I have to say something. I mean, I love Pumas. Pumas is my team forever. But if there is a coach I want to win this one, is Brian Schmetzer. I think he deserves that. He deserves the credit to be a fantastic coach in MLS. At times, I feel that people don't give him that credit, and if I want the coach to win that one, is Brian Schmetzer. So even though I still want Pumas to win, part of my heart also wants Brian Schmetzer to win CONCACAF.
And then Justin, last one. How important is it for MLS if they win this first championship?
I think it could be very important. I don't think it's the main thing. As many journalists and people and fans think winning CONCACAF is the definitive answer to make sure that MLS is better finally. I mean, I don't think it's that, but I think it's very important. It's a very important step towards that little competition MLS has against Liga MX, and I think is good for the competition as well if an MLS team wins this one soon, because it will bring more energy towards those games and those tournaments that they are creating among those leagues. Okay?
Thanks,
Okay. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.